Hey Virgo, how you feeling? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the channel. If you are not new, Virgo, we are talking about what you have been doing to heal and to grow and to expand your vessel. But really, we're talking about the test that is coming because you have been doing that shadow work. So, keep in mind, Virgo, that this message is not going to resonate with every Virgo. I say again, it's not going to resonate with every Virgo placement, and that's okay. But if you like how I get down, you like my energy, you like the passion that I have, Virgo, go ahead and do that YouTube ritual that you do so well, Virgo. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you. And if, Virgo, you would like a personal pre-recorded reading, there is a link in the description box that you can copy and paste, and it'll tell you exactly how to get that. All right, so starting off, Virgo, let's look at the most recent shadow work that you have been doing to heal and to grow. What is the most recent shadow work Virgo has been doing to heal and to grow? I love it already. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Definitely some healing going on. Also, the Page of Swords. Lots of learning. And the Moon. Yeah. Bottom of the deck here, we have the King of Cups. So let's talk about the King of Cups. The King of Cups, we're talking about the energy of the king. So whether you identify as masculine or feminine, it's outside of that, the energy of the King of Cups. We are disregarding gender identity. We are disregarding biological sex when it comes to you, Virgo. Again, take it as it resonates. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally regulated. They are calm, cool, and collected. It takes, you know, I'm hearing an act of God to get you in a space where you come up out your feelings, and it's like you have, this is the energy surrounding the work that you've done. It's a space of peace, calm, like the waters surrounding this King of Cups, you know? And this, I keep saying this, but this King of Cups in particular just reminds me of Prince. It must be the light skin, it must be the ruffle feathers and the purple. Maybe you like Prince. I don't know. But Prince was also somebody that had that smooth voice when he talked. It's not like he amped on anybody. Somebody could be disrespectful and he's just, well, except in that movie, that old movie. Yeah, I cannot remember what was said in it. Was it Purple Rain? Hmm. Somebody in the comments let me know. But, because I think I might be mixing my 80s movies with videos, music videos back in the day. I don't know. But you have gotten into your King of Cups space and it took some work here. Let's talk about the work that you've been doing, Virgo. Not only have you been learning how to emotionally regulate yourself, but also with the Page of Swords, you have been working on communicating as well as controlling your thoughts. And we're talking about, because we have the moon here, and we're talking about those negative thoughts, those thoughts of self-doubt, those thoughts that put you in a space of lack, those thoughts that have you feeling like you are not good enough? Have you feeling like you are not worthy? Yeah. And it's it's like you are in a space where you are starting to recognize that the 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 wild side and the peaceful side of you, you understand, like with the moon here, you have a wolf and you have a domesticated dog. You know this wolf got to come out every now and then, but the wolf doesn't have to be out there all the time. Like most of the time you got the little cuddly domesticated dog just rubbing up on you, but every now and then you have to give this wolf a peek, because sometimes people try to people on you. And you have to, you know, communicate in a way that is unthreatening and let them know there is a wolf in here still. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done the work. I'm doing the work. I'm learning to communicate effectively. I'm learning how to I'm learning about emotional intelligence. I'm learning how to listen effectively. I've done the work. But again, you keep testing me, and that wolf will, like, I'll show you a canine. I'll show you a little canine tooth. I mean, I'm just saying, it's there. But you've been doing that work for real. For real. That's awesome. So now that we see the work that you've been doing, especially with those thoughts, especially with those thoughts, and for some of y'all, it may have been also about being impulsive with your comments, being slick, like saying things that actually cut, saying things that like and then regretting it later. So now you take that step back, King of Cups. You take that step back and it's just like, you know what? This this situation doesn't even call for all that. Like you might be thinking it, but you don't come out and say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those situations. Yeah. Okay. So now let's get into the situation surrounding this test. Let's get into the situation surrounding Virgo's test, Spirit. Please show us the situation surrounding Virgo's test. But good on you, Virgo. Good on you for doing that work. We have strength. The hanged one. That's how we already know this is a test, because we already got two majors out here. This is life changing, right? Three of Wands. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is going to be about a romantic relationship. It could be one that has already ended, or it could be one, that you are currently in. And there are, you remember where we talked about communication and how saying slick shit and saying those things that hurt on purpose, but without what came up came out basically. But being in the space of regret, maybe regretting how you treated that person, or maybe they, like, again, take it as it resonates, maybe they were the ones who were mistreating you, and it was, a situation of mutual destruction. But yeah, this situation here, this test that's coming through, again, we have strength, we have the hanged one, and three of wands. Can you look at a situation? Can you look at a situation that you're in and actually not go for the jugular? Can you look beyond what is in your face and actually see where this person is coming from? Can you see, do you have any foresight of the situation? Does that make sense? Basically what I'm saying is, when you are presented with an event that may involve conflict, it may involve um, constructive criticism or criticism altogether. Um, is it going to be one of those situations where you actually pay attention to where it's coming from, where what is at the root of it? Or so will you show up as this person who just lashes out? Or will you show up as that person who has done the work and shows that subdued strength? You don't have to comment all the time. Every comment doesn't elicit a response. Sometimes it's okay to just be like, all right, because you see exactly where it's coming from. You see if it's coming from a place of hurt. You see if it's coming from a place of jealousy or lack. And the hanged one is somebody who can see outside of themselves. They see the perspective, and perspective has changed because they are enlightened. They don't see things as a personal attack anymore. They don't feel that they have to come out um with arms swinging because they've done the work. Let's get a little more clarification on this test here that's coming your way. Please clarify, Spirit, the test that's coming Virgo's way. Please clarify the test that's coming Virgo's way. All right, we have the High Priestess. Again, Three of Wands. Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck here, it's the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is one of those situations because remember, at the bottom of the deck here, it was giving. I don't know if you see this little locket, and the cups, of course, the cup suit is all about emotions, but it's giving that someone either broke your heart, you broke their heart. Again, it could have been one of those mutual destruction situations, or can be, depending on where you are in this relationship. But there is a what I'm getting with this Nine of Swords here is that there's still some, I hear resentment. There's some things that you still hold on to. Like you're working on it. right, Virgo? You're working on it, but there's still some things that easily trigger you. Yeah. And it's like you, because of it, it's like this is, I don't want to say it's the last piece, but that's what it feels like because we have the high priestess here, and there's still some things that are hidden, because if the work was completely done, the situations that may remind you of that situation, the events that may occur that remind you of that situation, would not trigger a response that you have been giving. It wouldn't put you back in a space of maybe resentment and bitterness, and for some of you, anxiety, depression. Just change your whole damn day. And what we're getting here is that there's these things that's hidden, and it still puts you in a place of where you don't even feel like yourself, the new self that you are elevating to. It puts you back outside of yourself. And so what the universe, your benevolent ancestors, God, whoever it is that you lean into when you're looking for guidance, is like, all right, let's test that out. Let's test this work. You have been doing work, Virgo, on this situation. You've been doing this emotional work. You've been working on your thoughts. You've been working on how you communicate and how you respond to people. You not cussing folks out. You don't have a hairpin trigger like anymore with your mouth. Like, you aren't as slick. But let's test this out just a bit. Let's put you in a situation where you don't feel like you have support. You don't feel welcome. You feel insecure. Let's put you in a situation where you feel rejected. Yeah. Let's clarify this. I'm going to clarify this five of five of pentacles. Please clarify the five of pentacles, please. Clarify the five of pentacles, and then we'll get advice from spirit. Mm-hmm. Defensive. It's going to be where they put you in a space where you feel insecure, you don't feel safe, you feel literally out in the cold. And back in the day, Virgo would go in straight up defense mode. This may be coming from somebody who, like, it can be anybody really. But I have a feeling, we got at the bottom of the deck here, that this is going to be coming from somebody that um you possibly respect. It may be coming from somebody who may be a parental figure, somebody who is um, abundant, and maybe they just had a badass day, or maybe they've always been like that. But no, they it's this This is a person, and out we're talking about outside of biological sex, we're talking about outside of gender identity. The Empress is somebody who may be a mother or a mother figure. They are somebody who um, usually bring comfort to a situation. They are very abundant, very creative, very harmonious. But you know, everybody, people have bad days. People have bad days. Yeah. So this situation that's going to arise, it may not necessarily come from a romantic relationship. Remember, this is a test to see how you respond. See if you are going to go straight up into defense mode. Are you going to remember who you are? Are you going to remember and be secure in the work that you've done? So it could be coming from a parental figure or somebody you look up to. It could be coming from somebody that you are in a relationship with now. You know, it's take it as it resonates. But let's get this advice here from Spirit. What is the advice for Virgo regarding this test? Spirit, what is the advice for Virgo regarding this test? All right, now. Okay. We have the Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I hear stay grounded, the World. At the bottom of the deck here, here's the moon again. Don't let that wolf out. This needs to be a domesticated. That's what this is, a domesticated dog situation. Like the puppy. The puppy that's real cuddly and not one of those yappy little baby dogs either that, can be, you know, no, don't come for me, little dog owners. Don't come for me. But yeah, the moon is here. And it's like I said, it's about that balance of the wolf versus the domesticated dog. Subdue that wolf. Subdue that wolf. But with Spirit's advice, stay grounded. Stay grounded. Spirit says stay out your feelings because not everything is a personal attack. Some things happen so that you will grow. The Queen of Pentacles, remember, outside of gender identity, outside of biological sex here, the the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is dependable. She is a nurturer. She is someone who has common fucking sense. She is not somebody who just moves at the drop of a hat. She doesn't have a hairpin trigger. She is someone who is very grounded. She is someone who is very intentional with how she makes her moves and takes care of things. And she is somebody who is very concerned about the welfare of others and how uh, they they are treated, how they are taken care of. A lot of times, this is seen as somebody's mother. So this could be a mother figure. Remember, the Empress was down there. This could be a mother figure and a businesswoman. Empress. Try to tell you. Could be a female. Well, not a female. a feminine boss. But with these cards here with the spread, um, stay grounded because you're almost there. It's just that little bit that still triggers you. And don't let anybody, you've been doing great. Don't let no anybody, don't relinquish your joy. This is about, this is a joyous card for me. Not happy, joyous. There's a difference. Look it up. Um when you recognize the test when it comes to you, start to celebrate. Call your friends. Be like, y'all, guess who got tested today? Guess who didn't let the wolf out? I didn't show no wolf canines. Sure didn't. Stay grounded. Stay grounded. And when you stay grounded, when you take that pause, like the Queen of Pentacles would, you're going to be successful. You take that pause, take that step back, like, oh, okay. You don't usually act like this. So, no, I'm not going to come for you. I'm not going to come for you because this is something, this is, this is outside of you. You're acting outside of yourself. You're acting outside of the person that I usually know. And even if it's a stranger, I don't know you like that. So why should I care about your comments and your feelings towards me? Your feelings about me is not my business whether you know that person or not. It's about staying grounded. And when you stay grounded and you take that pause, listen, the world is about success. The world is about achievement. The world is about leveling up. But you got to do that canine though. So do that wolf. All right, let's get this final message. Final message for Virgo. Final message for Virgo. I'm hearing I appreciate your concern. Maybe that's a phrase you should try and just leave it at that. Not I appreciate your concern, but and fill in the blank. Because a lot of times when we keep talking, fucked up shit comes out. But thank you. I appreciate your concern. Anyway, we'll go to the final message for you. And look, didn't I say I can't make it up? Family, roots, bloodline, togetherness. It's gonna be it's probably gonna be somebody from your family, Virgo. I appreciate your concern. Thank you. But you're evolving. Evolution. You're evolving, Virgo. You are that butterfly. Look at them. Look at all these butterflies. And also, there's a book down here because you're learning. Transformation, reinvent, new beginnings. That's what's down here. Thank you for your concern. Period. With the DT on the end. Period. Thank you for your concern. Yeah. Try that. Try that on for size. Try that on for size. See what that, see that how that gets you. How far that gets you. Yeah, it'll probably get you very far. Look at the bottom of the dead Virgo. Domesticated dog. I ain't playing with you. But it says promise, contract, oath, emotional bond, domesticated dog. This is, it's going to be a domesticated dog situation. Thank you. I appreciate your concern and be sincere about it. I was playing before where I was giving it to you like with a little jest behind it, with a little sarcasm and being sardonic about it. But yeah, be just like, thank you. I appreciate your concern. Because a lot of people, a lot of times, especially with our family, they think they are looking out for us. Mm, let us know. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you, Virgo. And until next time, bye.